Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working on expansion. We haven't run into any enemies just yet, or any friends, for that matter, but we did just finish our construction up here in Bonos, and to that end, we're going to build research and mining stations up there. We're actually lacking the minerals to build mining stations, but that's fine. We'll have that soon enough. We can go ahead and adopt a new tradition here, and we're going to take Science Division for research alternatives. Fantastic. Okay, so this science ship is not doing anything, and it really should be. This one is kind of going down this way. I feel like these guys were working on our anomalies, but I actually want to come out this way and verify that this is a dead end. I don't necessarily know that it is, because I feel like it could go out this way, and we wouldn't even know. So we're going to go survey down this direction, and that should be just fine.
Space charts updated.
Excellent. We have finished up in Sharna, and we're going to survey down over here. Let's get a bit of a look at the hyperspace lanes over here. That's all, of course, going to be quite important, and it's going to be a long time before we can get rid of these guardians over here. An ancient space station of some kind has been located at the edge of the Katana system. The strong residual subspace signature that surrounds the station indicates that it may be a gateway of sorts, part of a theoretical network of similar stations that at some point would have allowed for near-instantaneous travel between different parts of the galaxy. Assuming this is a gateway, its current state of repair has rendered it unusable. If it could be restored into working order, its owner would potentially be able to access any other functional gateways in the galaxy, enabling travel across huge distances in a matter of days. Okay, so that's really neat. We have a gateway out in Katana. Sounds good to me. This construction ship... Oh, we have a new ruler. Okay, what's the mandate? Yeah, campaign promises unfulfilled. Yeah, that's not helpful. Let's check the situation log. Orbital research stations. Now, that's something that's going to happen. Okay, we'd love to build our starbase out over here. We don't have the influence for a couple of months yet.
Grow ever stronger.
This science ship is supposed to be coming down here. Oh, our leader died. That's what happened there. Okay, we'll go for the anomaly discovery chance, and we'll go down over this way. This construction ship has finished up. We do want to build some mining stations, and we clearly want our mining stations to be minerals first. So we're going to grab Bonos 2. Perfect. And our construction ship over here, of course, is just kind of chilling until we get the influence we need. A colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this moon once. We'll come back to that. And we, of course, need to continue to head out over this way. I think we're just going to survey this system, though. That'll be fine. Right, this Gaia world over here. I'm not sure why that just popped in, but okay. There's also a Gaia world down here, so we've got some decent expansion opportunities in the future, but not for now. This construction ship should be ready to build a starbase, and there we go. Of course, we're going to be low on influence for 2 construction ships for right now. That's just the way it's going to be. Nothing we can really do about that, unfortunately. I do wish we could do something about it. We see that there's a potential exit down this way and over this way for this constellation. Okay. Cool. So that's fine. And similarly, there's an exit down here and one up over this way. So these branches are going to mean we will eventually run into some final borders, but for now, that is not what is happening. We're going to go ahead and build our other 2 mining stations over here in Bonos. Sounds good to me. And there's one of our sublight probes. Fantastic.
New information
and let's just go ahead and grab that right away. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Fagentris system. Where's Fagentris? Oh, up over here. Okay. Mining drones? Cool. For now, we've codenamed them Zeta Menace until we can find out more about them. Indeed, and we're going to do exactly that. We will send an envoy over there.
Technology secure.
Perfect. And there's our society research coming in. What do we want next? I mean, pop growth speed is pretty good early on. Let's go ahead and take that. Our construction ship is, of course, going to build mining stations here. We can't do anything for this dark matter just yet. That's fine.
A system has been charted.
We see that this does indeed connect out over here. Okay, let's go down over this way to grab our sublight probe. That'll be fine. Ah, factions. Fantastic. That will help our influence gain pretty dramatically, actually, by like 50%. So a new faction has been founded. They call themselves the Council of Technological Mastery. So they want to push hard for sciences, equality from the Democratic League, and the primacy of the Pictish species. Okay, sounds good. So we're currently getting ourselves, well, I guess we're zooming out, but we're also currently getting ourselves a pretty decent amount of influence from our factions, and that is very, very useful for us. Now, Dressel has a continental world. We cannot settle that. We are allowed only to settle special worlds and ocean worlds. A vessel of some kind has crashed into the surface of this asteroid. Wreckage from the craft can still be found within the impact crater. We'll leave that be for now. We will come back to it, but right now, we just want to chart as much as we can.
Turn about. We cannot fight this foe.
There's a subspace anomaly over here. It appears to be centered on one of our missing sublight probes.
There is new information in the situation log.
Cool. So, we need to take out that subspace anomaly. So I guess we'll need to do that. For now, we'll head up over this way instead. Our construction ship is going to need to build mining stations, but we can't, and I think that's because of cash. Yes, that is correct. That is because of cash. We're lacking one mineral. Well, now we're not. So there we go. Problem solved. No problem whatsoever there. Of course, we've got the subspace anomalies up here, or rather subspace tears up here. Great Wound will be fantastic to get on our side later. I'm very interested in surveying this and seeing how much physics research we can maybe get out of Great Wound. But that's going to be a while before we're ready to deal with that. This construction ship is going to head up to Uner. We can't build a starbase there due to influence just yet, but that's okay.
What have we here?
R66-7 periodically spews an alarmingly eclectic mix of particles and radiation into the void. Okay, we'll leave that be. Completely fine. We'll come back to those.
A special project is finished.
We've recovered the sublight probe in the Hyadum system. Hyadum? Hyadum, I guess. The sensor telemetry it has collected over the years has provided us with a complete survey of all planetary bodies within the system. That's actually pretty neat. So this is now fully surveyed. We see a tropical world over there that we can't do anything with. We're going to continue heading up this way and seeing if this track leads anywhere. That is good to know if it does.
We grow ever stronger.
Indeed we do. For now, we know that this up here is a dead end, so we don't need to proceed that direction. We should proceed down this direction. So we'll head over into Charna. We are, of course, short on influence. That's okay. We should probably consider building a few ships here. We are gaining 22 alloys per month. I think that we should build up to our force limit here, our naval cap here. So we'll go ahead and grab, I mean, ship upkeep is pretty good at this stage of the game. We'll recruit this guy. And we are going to build in, let's just go into the, I didn't mean to split the fleet. I meant to go into the fleet designer. And we're just going to bump this up to 20, like so. So that's going to take 1,700, and we'll just go ahead and get a bunch of those going. Yeah, it's going to take a while. We've discovered a new life form in Phagantris, although calling it a life form may be incorrect. The entities appear to be fully automated mechanical drones built exclusively for some unknown industrial purpose. Observations will continue, but since it's likely that these machines are programmed with defensive protocols, it would be prudent to tread lightly. Keep looking, but use caution. Indeed. So yeah, those are going to be mining drones. That's fine. We need to continue pushing at least to Haramuth over here. And yeah, this connects into another constellation up this way for sure. This does as well. Okay. Caught in an orbit around WPR-285 is a small unknown object moving at such high speed, it beggars belief. We'll leave it be for now. We will take a look at that later on. We need more influence, and I mean, finishing some of these first contacts will help with that. So that's completely fine. We haven't run into any actual enemy species yet, or rather any other factions yet. So that's interesting. But we're definitely going to pump out the corvettes here. Get ourselves worked up to a full combat unit here. We'll just continue to reinforce that fleet periodically. We can make one every 5 months for right now, and that's okay.
Have detected an anomaly.
We'll build a starbase over here, and yep, we got this anomaly. The geoscape of Haldus 3 is dominated by what appear from orbit to be silvery metallic crystals of dimensions never before seen. From orbit, they eerily resemble skyscrapers. Closer study is warranted. Indeed, we will study that. But for now, just keep exploring. Keep charting the galaxy. We've got a long ways to go here.
Our lookouts have detected.
You know, it was a really long time on the Robo Edgelord series before we ran into anything as well. And that's been a long time ago. But usually we run into things by now, but not yet. The material composition of this asteroid differs significantly from its neighbors. It likely has a different origin than the other bodies of this asteroid belt, and should be investigated more closely. Yep, we will, but not right now. Tadasca Prime is going to be colonized very soon, so that is fantastic. Our construction ship over here can definitely not start this yet. We're spending all of our alloys at the moment on building our military fleet, which is important, don't get me wrong. But that does mean that we can't expand until this is completed. Now, to that end, I think that we're very close to having this done. 7 plus another 7, so that's 14. We need like 6 more. Okay, not too bad. We're going to grab our mining stations over Uner. And this science ship definitely should continue up this way. This science ship is going to continue over this way and scout up this way, but this definitely enters another constellation over here. Okay, so Haldus has finished, and we want these guys to head over this way and start surveying. We're just kind of surveying some backline areas with this ship, but every other ship is trying to push some fronts at this point. We may want to go to a 5th science ship.
A new port to call home.
I'm considering it. Now, Tadasca Prime exists. We do not have access to anything like a gene clinic at this point. That technology has not popped up. Lots of tile blockers for mining. But otherwise, this wouldn't be a terrible mining location. But honestly, we probably want to build food basically everywhere. Yeah, I mean, we're going to want some mining still. We need to feel out exactly how much mining we're going to need. For now, I'm going to put in an alloy foundry here, because we want one of those on every single planet. And that'll be great. We definitely want to build a starbase out over here. We are lacking the influence for that, and so we are going to put the alloys that we have into constructing corvettes. Now, we probably do want to change our starbase over here. We've got a trade hub right now. We'll want to definitely change that later on. Reports of deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves, judging by the state of the processing equipment. Their purpose is obvious enough, mining, but who it is that tasked them is not immediately apparent. What is obvious is that no shipment of minerals has been retrieved from this system in hundreds, if not thousands of years. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch by the Democratic Association of the Majority of the Pictlings. Understood? 28 influence. Excellent. Okay, so we know that these guys are ancient mining drones, and that is fine. We already knew that. This construction ship should now be capable of building the starbase, except that we're now lacking the alloys for that. We'll go ahead and get that going as soon as we get a month tick. This construction ship has finished up here, but it needs minerals. So once again, we're waiting for the month tick. Cool. 300? Okay. So we're going to get this started with just a single mining outpost, and we'll build that right over there. Excellent. This science ship is not sciencing, and so let's send it on out to survey a system. Excellent.
Project done. Not
The
so
Void
special
Clouds are,
now, was it?
as far as Pictish researchers can tell, among the oldest entities in the universe. They seem to have originated just a scant few billion years after matter as we know it first appeared, the tremendous forces of the young cosmos making something out of nothing. They would have been stars once, but we're not. Explaining their apparent animal intelligence is more difficult, but the answer might lie in the abnormally strong electromagnetic fields that keep them together, another product of their primordial beginnings. It is not inconceivable that, given enough time, the circulation of its strange stardust and gravitic fields aligned in a flexible approximation of neural pathways. Moreover, the clouds seem to be receiving impulses from one another, if not outright communicating, light years apart. Quantum entanglement is suspected to play a role in this phenomenon. So we can either get damage to them, or just get 10% physics research from jobs for the rest of the game. Who would ever pick damage to Void's clouds here? Unless you're, like, doing a hard RP sort of thing. Like, this is just better. Humbling. Excellent. So our capital is doing fairly well. Our new colony is developing. That'll take some time, though, for sure. And we are up to 11 out of 20 in our Corvette fleet. That's up to 415 strength. We definitely want to go take that subspace anomaly once we're done building this. And yeah, you can see up here, definitely a new constellation up there. Charna has finished up, and we definitely want to be constructing over the minerals here. We're perpetually having a bit of a mineral shortage, so that is clearly something that we want to deal with. Belgium 3A has rare crystals. These crystals have properties that make them extremely effective at focusing laser beams, and they're also a critical component in most advanced electronics. In addition, many cultures treasure them as decorations and adornments. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Indeed, we should. Where is Belgium? It's probably on screen here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right over here. Sounds good.
We grow ever stronger.
Okay, we've finished construction over here in Uner, so let's go ahead and get a mining station over here. We'll enter orbit and get the traveling done while we're waiting for this month tick. We are lacking 47, though, so we're going to need additional minerals to get that done.
Space-time continuum ahead.
An ancient orbital shipyard drifts in silence above this world. It has suffered significant battle damage, and entire sections of the facility are missing. But we'll leave that be for now, and we will come back to it. For now, we can go either direction here. We're at a bit of a crossroads. We're going to head up this way. We may regret that later, but we'll see. At this point, we need one more month tick. Actually, no, that was the month tick. We'll go ahead and get that construction going. Excellent. These guys can definitely get reinforced.
Ever stronger.
We're up to 13 constructed, and how many in the queue? We've got 3 in the queue, so this is going to be at 16. We only need 4 more. We can grab the energy credits over here, although it's not hugely important, but they can go ahead and do that. We definitely want to start thinking about our trade network at some point soon, but we're not really big enough to make that into an important thing. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this moon. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Well, we'll find out, but not right now. I'm definitely considering going to a 5th not combat ship, going up to a 5th science ship. We're starting to run into some issues.
System has been charted.
for sure.
Anomalous
Belgium is
space-time
done. Our science
continue on
officer
ahead.
has found an anomaly. It will require extensive probing, but could garner a substantial find. We'll leave that be for now, and we will continue up this direction. I do think that I'm going to queue up another science ship. That is 100 alloys. So that is something to consider. For sure. This construction ship can build its mining station to grab additional minerals per month.
We grow ever stronger.
And we're going to need to head down to Gatana. Getting this gateway will be fairly important, and this is a strategically useful system as well. It is the head system in this constellation, rather than the tail system for this constellation. That's how I kind of think about it. This is the tail system, this is the head system. So, like, and that's based on where we are, right? So if there were enemies out here, we'll get back to you. If there were enemies out here, this would then be... We'll get back to you. This would then be their tail system, and this would be our head system. Just kind of like a defensive versus offensive position, I guess you could say. That's a potential thing. We've already done that one. Backscattering spectrometry. That's not, I think... Maybe that is how you say that. Spectrometry? Yeah, that sounds right. Spectrometry sensors indicate the presence of valuable substances between, or rather beneath. Wow, I'm just, words are very difficult right now. I'm sorry. Very, very difficult. Let me try this sentence again. Backscattering spectrometry sensors indicate the presence of valuable substances beneath Bidtox 4's noxious clouds. We'll leave it be for now, and we will come back to that. Heartsea does, however, have unemployment. To that end, we're going to build an agriculture district. We are lacking in minerals. We're going to buy in 1,000 of them. Because I'm tired of that. We'll build that agriculture district, and we will continue our constructions. We'll head up over this direction, see what we can find. Excellent. Inexplicable optical phenomena play across the surface of Baesta 7. No, that's 8. Clearly visible from space. Roman numerals are hard, okay? We'll leave B for now. A Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. We'll leave it be for now, and we'll look at that later on. We do want to build in Gatana. It's not fully surveyed. I can't believe I forgot to fully survey that. I am dumb. But okay. Sure. I guess we're just going to be chilling for a bit. Enigmatic energy readings surround Phoenix 4 as though the entire planet is wavering in and out of existence. We'll leave it be for now. We will come back and get all of these anomalies later.
Intellectual booty.
Hey, mining subsidies. Sure. Not useful yet, although minerals from jobs. Do we have any jobs that produce minerals? No. So that's not actually useful. Corvette build speed and build cost reduction would be nice. Okay, let's just make our way up over this way, see if we can get our sublight probe. And we have a new tradition, and that is a leader experience gain and leader level cap. Sounds good. That'll be fantastic. Okay, let's begin those recovery efforts. We'll go do that immediately. And there we go. Sounds good. So we do need to continue to build these last couple of ships here. I mean, we could think about buying in the alloys. Honestly, I think that's cheap enough. Let's buy in the alloys and get those reinforced.
We grow
Excellent.
ever stronger.
These guys are going to go ahead and build their mining stations in Haramuth. Actually, just a singular mining station is all that's going to be there, just the 2 energy credits. So that sounds good. We're at the center of the galaxy over here. So we've got kind of a hard border over here that we're not going to be attacked from. That's always useful.
Our lookouts have detected
Optical sensors isolate a cluster of shapes on the barren surface of Bidtox 5A that could be buildings. We'll leave it be for now. I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't run into any enemies yet, but okay. Again, we had this happen in Robo Edgelords, and with that one, we had a substantial portion of the galaxy, like almost a quarter of the galaxy before we ran into anybody. It was insane. We'll see if that happens here. I'd be a little surprised. Let's move on down to Takim, and we'll build a starbase down there. We're still not done exploring Bid Talks, although that is about to be done. Perfect. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will continue our exploration. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Is someone trying to communicate with us? Probably. We'll leave it be for now, though.